Hey, Dana, and welcome to my vlog. This is going to be on a human drama. Well, today is Friday. On Wednesday, on the way to work, there was a kitten in the road at an intersection. And there were like 4 or 5 cars ahead of me, and they were going around something. And I thought it was a dead car, but come to find out, it was a kitten, and the kitten had been hit. And me, I can't let anything go beyond that. So I rescued the kitten and took it up to our high-tech veterinary hospital in Rochester. Told them it had been hit, and they went ahead and took it in, and I had 2 options. First option was to just go ahead and abandon it. I'm not that kind of a person. Second option was to go ahead and claim it and go ahead and take financial responsibility. So that was my choice to do. Well, your initial, just to have them take a look at it, is $125. Okay? And the minute I told them it had been hit, they went into emergency mode and took it in to be evaluated. Now that goes on up to between $300 and $500 if they have to do something to it. Well, I'd already had the kitten in my custody for 8 hours. I left it with my daughter till I was able to get home to, reevaluate. So when I did that, and then finally looking him over, he didn't appear to have anything broken externally. He was coherent, but of course from trauma, he'd been hit on the side of the face, and when I picked him up, he had a bloody nose. Well, to make a long story short, once they evaluated him, they could find nothing broken on him, but what was my concern was the fact that he had flies on him previously, and whether he had fly eggs inside him, which would cause larvae and maggots. So this was my main concern. And when the doctor came out and told me that she'd found a maggot in his mouth, that right there told me that, well, there can't just be one maggot. There has to be a lot of maggots. And I told her she needs to do something to make sure that his stomach is not full of maggots, And, well, after that, they said they wanted to keep him overnight, and then give him fluids because, of course, he was dehydrated, and they wanted to monitor him. Well, right there, it's $200 a night. So the next day, they called and said he's in fairly good shape, and you can come pick him up. Well, about 2 hours or so after they did that, they called back again and says, well, he's taking a turn for the worst. Okay, now we've gone from a estimate of maximum of 900, which was between 650 and 900, to now we're at 1,700, and just cannot afford that. So we went ahead and made a decision. We were going to come get him, and the wife went up and got there before noon, because after noon they were going to charge us another day. So she called SPCA in our town of Hornell and told them what we had and what was going on, and they said, okay, go ahead and get him and bring him to them, and they would see what they could do. Well, when that doctor took a look at him, he had a mouthful of maggots. So she gave the prognosis that it doesn't look good. So we said that, you know, do what you can, and we'll just pray for the best. So that's what I'm putting this immediate video up on, is for my followers to kick out a prayer for Lucky. He is a 11-week-old black and white common house cat. So right now, the wife called to get an update, and quote quote, he is 100% better today than he was yesterday. Not exactly sure what how that comes out, but after, I guess from what they evaluated him yesterday, he's 100% better today than yesterday. You know, so with prayers for him, and I'm reaching out now to my to you, my followers, to just say a prayer for him, and because he is fighting for his life, and we really don't want to. We really want to have him have a good life, because he's definitely starting out with a rotten one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment and pray, and definitely let me know, especially if you've gone through something like this. You know, the wife and I, you know, we have 9 Shih Tzus and 1 cat, and we're just animal people. I couldn't see abandoning him. I couldn't see him laying anymore in the road. That just burns me up. And the fact that, you know, unfortunately, this hospital here, it just can't afford it. You know, they all have all the good technology and everything, but what irks me is the fact that he still had maggots floating around now. It takes 3 days for a fly egg to become a maggot. 3 solid days. So I'm not sure why he's still got maggots in him. If the hospital had taken care of that, and if he succumbs because of the maggots, I'm not going to be happy, because of the fact that I specifically, as you'll see in the videos and the conversations, specifically between Patricia and I talking to the doctor, said, you know, what's going on with the fly and maggot situation. So it's just one of those scenarios. It's a life, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care, you know, whether it's an animal or not. I'm just, that is me. It is a life, and I do what I can to save it. So, okay, I'll let you go, and thanks for watching.